Yeah.
Bye. Bonjour.
Alright family, this is a quick mic check. If you can hear me, give me a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Make a shaka for me. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Give me a loudest aloha!
Aloha!
Loudest
Ouya!
Ouya means I'm ready. So are you guys ready?
Ouya!
Are you guys ready?
Ouya!
There won't be any swimming today, guys. Did you guys like the hooky show?
Yes.
Yeah, the beautiful show. Well, I want to get to know you guys first. Where's everybody from? Just yell it out loud.
Maine.
Maine, yes. Virginia, yes.
Michigan.
Where else?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Florida.
Where else?
Hungary.
Hungary. Wow, long way. And we family at the front. Same as you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, welcome here. You guys are honored guests. Thank you guys for coming out here to the Polynesian Culture Center. My name is Captain Stephen. I'm from the beautiful islands of Canada. But my job here today is to be your navigator, your storyteller, and to help you appreciate canoes. But first, does anyone here know the meaning of Polynesia? You guys are in the Polynesian Culture Center. What does Polynesia mean? Does anyone want to take a guess? Any brave soul? Polynesia. Many islands. So Polynesia means many islands. We are in Polynesia today. Hawaii is part of this Polynesian group. And if you were to think of a triangle, Hawaii would be at the top of the triangle. At the bottom right would be Rapa Nui or Easter Islands. And at the bottom left is Aotearoa or New Zealand. And if you were to take all the countries in the world, put them inside this triangle, there would still be plenty of room to spare. That's how big this Polynesian triangle is. Now, to help you appreciate the size of this, our canoes were very tiny. Back then they didn't have any planes, no? All of you guys, I'm assuming, traveled by plane here, right? For me to get this job, I had to canoe here all the way from Canada. And I was white before coming here.
That's awesome.
I'm just kidding. I flew it just like you did. But anyways, so without the inventions of canoes and their navigational skills, we wouldn't have Polynesia today. So for us to sail from Hawaii to Samoa would take about 4 to 6 weeks on a canoe, 5 hours on a plane. And for this little group of ours, we would need about 2,000 coconuts just to survive our journey. Who here likes coconuts?
Not that
Who here
much.
doesn't like coconuts? Oh, you wouldn't survive.
I'm indifferent. I learned to like them.
Well, you see those coconuts stacked up on the side right beside us? That's how they used to preserve the coconuts back then. Before they left the sea, they would take about 8 months of preparation to gather food, resources, as well as gain information of the island that they want to go to. Many of them had to memorize a sequence of stars because they didn't have any modern navigational systems back then. Just to help you appreciate how impressive it was. They would do this on a regular basis. So we only know the ones that made it on their journey. It's an impressive feat. They were able to do it as well. So I taught you guys what to bring on a canoe journey. But did you guys know you can also use the clouds as a way to tell where the land is? Aotearoa, or New Zealand in English, means the land of the long white cloud. And I'm going to give you guys an activity right now. If you were to look up in the sky, Which side would you say has the thickest parts of the clouds?
The right side.
Yeah, the right
I
side.
want to give you guys another chance to look
Vamos.
on the left side.
The left.
Oh, the left, yeah.
Yes. Towards the left side is the mountains. Towards the right side is the Pacific Ocean. And back then, long time ago, a group of Tahitians were lost in the sea until one of their wives yelled to them, "Hit out, a cloud, a cloud." And they followed that long, wide cloud until they landed in New Zealand. So, if you're ever lost out in the sea and you need something to guide you, say a quick prayer, look to the sky, and find a long white cloud. Maybe there'll be a big land right underneath it. And those drums you hear are coming all the way from Tonga. And Tonga is surrounded by great coral reefs. So the only way to access the islands of Tonga, for most of them, would be either by plane or by using those canoes to our left, called the popao. Those are very light and agile. They can be used for fishing, racing, surfing.
Love to go back to Canada, right?
Now you see this canoe to our left, to our right-hand side. This is a war canoe built by the people of Aotearoa or New Zealand called a wakatawa. Can you guys say that for me? Wakatawa.
Wakatawa.
Yes. It was built from one single tree called the kauri, similar to a Californian redwood tree.
Wow.
So that is about 60 feet long. And if you had to guess, how many Maori warriors do you think could fit inside that canoe?
30.
30? You've been here before, haven't you?
No, I just got
30 to 40 Maori warriors. But that's a baby-sized one. The
okay.
biggest one in New Zealand could reach up to 120 feet, double the size of that canoe.
Wow.
And it could fit up to 80 to 100 Maori warriors. And there's more than one canoe in an attacking party. So think of hundreds of Maori warriors coming at you, paddling in unison. Yes, it'd be a scary sight to see if you're on the other side of the team. This island here to our left represents the islands of Fiji. Within the Polynesian Triangle, Polynesian group, they're one of the oldest islands, Hawaii being the youngest. So meaning Fiji was the first Polynesian island to have been inhabited by their ancestors. Because we believe that their ancestors originated all the way from Taiwan and island hopped to other islands until they reached Hawaii. And so Fijians are considered to be the best at building canoes. In fact, one of the exhibits that we have here is Moana's canoe. The animators from Disney came here to the cultural center, studied the canoe, so they could feature it in the movie Moana. So this part of the tour is what we call canoe plantation, meaning all of these plants were brought down here by our Polynesian ancestors on their canoes. So we're gonna play a quick game. I'm assuming most of you guys haven't seen all these plants, but I still want to test you guys. Point to me the sugar cane. You guys know what a sugar cane looks like? Right over there, the bamboo looking thing with the purple color stalk. Yes. Do you guys see breadfruit? You guys know what breadfruit looks like? Yes, that's a great guess. That right there is the breadfruit, or its native name, ulu. Can you guys say that for me? Ulu.
Ulu.
Yes. You guys have a chance to try that in Samoa. But when you cook it, it smells like bread. And when you eat it, it tastes like sweet potato.
That sounds good.
It's a staple starch here in Polynesia, and the sap can be used for glue to build canoes. Now, what about boba? Do you guys like boba?
Boba.
Yeah,
Oh, I heard that.
before?
What is that?
You see this plant that looks like cannabis right here? This is the cassava plant, and where you get the boba pearls from comes from the cassava root.
Oh.
Look at the drink. That was a boba something.
Oh, my York milk.
So back then, when they had cracks or holes in their canoes, they would take the cassava root, turn it into fine paste, and use it to plug the holes and cracks in their canoes. Now, point to me a tree that looks like a fan. You guys see it? Yes. Back then, our Polynesian ancestors used to call these the Wi-Fi tree. That's a joke, guys. Just kidding, guys. These are actually very useful. They're called Voyager's palm tree. And you can see how the leaves act as funnels.
They're huge.
They can collect up to 2 gallons of rainwater.
Oh.
If you're ever
Like 5 feet
looking
long.
for fresh water, chop down one of those trees, drink from the water inside of it.
Oh. Nice.
Now, I've given you guys lots of information today. Does anyone have any questions of what I've shared so far? All good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you guys want to see an ancient Hawaiian refrigerator?
Okay.
You see this fish pond over here? It's a very clever design. They would lure the fish with food, and when the fish are small, they'd swim in between the slots, and they would feed them till they get nice and big, so they can't swim back out anymore. And that's where they would harvest them.
Yep.
Yes.
We learned about that.
So it's a way of preserving their food. Think of it as a fish farm. You guys see this temple or this big building behind us? I want you guys to look over here. You see how tall it is? This is a Fijian temple called Ebure Kalo. And there's only 2 in the world, one here and one back in Fiji. And back then, only 3 people could go into that building. First, the chief, second, the priest, and then third would be you, the human sacrifice.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to go in there.
Now, these last 2 islands to our left and right is Tahiti and Hawaii. And Hawaii was discovered, they believe, was because of birds. A group of Tahitians noticed birds leaving the island, but they weren't coming back. So they figured they had to land somewhere. So what they did was they sailed north all the way till they landed in Hawaii. So we believe the ancient Hawaiians were the first Tahitians, but evolved over thousands of years. So another way of telling how close land is to you is by the waves.
Oh.
You see how they're, if you notice, the waves that our canoe is making, most of it is coming back to us. So that would indicate that land is close by, but if the waves kept going forward, that means land is far away from you. So yes, nothing to bounce off of. That's right. So all of these information our Polynesian ancestors used to discover land. And in fact, there's a big canoe right in front of us. It's the only active canoe that we have here, meaning in about 26 days, it'll sail to Maui and Molokai using nothing but wayfinding. That means they won't bring any modern navigational systems with them. And the students here at the Brigham Young University of Hawaii will take that for their final project. I'm sure you guys have been told this. So all the proceeds of the Polynesian Culture Center goes towards funding our education. But did you guys know there's more than 4,000 students here at this university? So not only are you guys funding my education and about 3,999 other students' educations as well. So thank you guys for coming out here today. We truly do appreciate your visit and your contribution to us. What are you majoring in? Accounting. Yes. But for today, I'm minoring in canoe pushing just for you.
And storytelling.
And storytelling. That's right. So, thank you guys for coming out here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.